We're Designing Spaces, the show that's all about you and your space, your home and surroundings. I'm Debbie Murray.
And I'm David Jones. Here on Designing Spaces, we take a look at all aspects of your house and property, and that includes lifestyle. So there's plenty to interest anyone who owns a home.
Room makeovers, DIY tips and projects, from landscaping to lounging on your new deck. Discover how you can do it with style and on a budget.
Now, on today's show, we have a couple of topics every homeowner will find more than useful.
So stick around and see it all right here on Designing Spaces.
You know, Debbie, our field correspondent Rhonda Castagna has been extra busy. You know, in our first report of the day, she looks at a DIY project that many may find a bit intimidating.
Yeah, well, we think of grout and tile as a project for the pros, but with the right knowledge and materials, it's not hard at all.
Here's Rhonda with the story.
When it comes to tile and grout projects in your home, they sometimes can seem a bit intimidating. But with the right knowledge, help, and product, it can be an easy, fulfilling, and even rewarding do-it-yourself project. So that's why today on Designing Spaces, we've invited grout solutions expert Renee Minozzi from Coat of Armor Grout Solutions to show us just how easy it can be. Welcome to the show, Renee.
It's great to be here. Thank you for having me.
So today we're going to talk about the grout between the tiles in your floor. I know most homeowners have this and they're tired of trying to keep this grout clean and free from mold and mildew. We don't want to waste our valuable time scrubbing our grout anymore.
You're right. No one likes to scrub grout. Many people are on their hands and knees scrubbing their grout just to keep that surface clean, and it's a never-ending battle.
So you're going to give me a solution, right? To what? Just rip up the tiles and replace them?
No. Actually, to do that, you're looking at a large sum of money to have that done, a huge mess, and a lot of time. We have a product that goes right over the existing grout. It's called Coat of Armor Grout Solutions. And it really is the simplest, easiest way to cure your problems with grout.
Oh, good, because I know we've got our hands full in this home. There's a lot of dirty grout throughout the home. Give me some tips on solutions. Let's start with the kitchen first. Now, I know when I look at this and I see the discoloration, it makes me think about germs and bacteria.
You do have germs and bacteria in the grout on the countertops because the grout is porous. Once something has stained it, it's going to live in there, harbor the germs and the bacteria. Our solution, Coat of Armor Grout Solution, is a color and a sealer in one. So when we apply it, it's going to be sealed, colored, done, and the best part about it has a constant acting mildewcide which fights the return of any bacteria and germs.
So what's the first step?
Clean the area you're going to apply the product to. Take a brush, give it a light brush. Take a dry towel and remove the excess moisture. You just put a little bead of the product in the grout line. Take the brush, and you're going to fill that grout line. Take the chamois and wipe it off the tile.
Renee, this looks great, and I love how simple it was. You don't even have to remove the existing grout before you apply the product. Now, I'm still going to have to clean this, right?
Unfortunately, yes.
Wow.
We still have to clean.
Okay.
We recommend a pH balanced neutral cleanser. Mm-hmm. And now we sell one. It's formulated especially for our grout product. Mm-hmm. But you can use Windex, you can use biodegradable products, the green products on the market will all be fine.
So this is now protected and it's not going to be able to absorb any stains, right?
Matter of fact, let me just show you what will happen once your grout has been protected.
Oh, you're making me nervous.
We're going to leave that on there a minute. Yes, if this was normal grout that was unprotected, it would absorb right into it, and there you go, more bacteria, more germs.
Wow, that's simple. It wipes right up. Well, this is going to create a sanitary surface that any cook would love to have in their home. So thank you.
You're welcome.
Speaking of sanitary, I think we need to make a trip to the bathroom and check out what we've got going on there.
Yeah, I think they need us.
Yeah, I think so. Okay, Renee, so I can see in this bathroom the grout is pretty bad. There's a lot of dirt and grime and also mildew. Plus, the tiles are pretty old. So are you sure we're going to be able to tackle this project?
We sure can, and it won't even take very long. Coat of Armor Grout Solutions has 14 colors to pick from. Once you've got your color, you clean the area, apply the product, wipe it off, you're done.
Well, how long will it take it to dry, though?
20 minutes to dry, and 36 hours it will be completely set.
Sounds great. All right. Well, I say while we wait for this project to dry, we go start on the next project in the hall and the foyer.
Sounds great. Well, Rhonda, here we are in the foyer, a high traffic area, and as you notice, there's a lot of uneven color to the grout here.
Yes.
Just like I showed you in the other room, it's a little bead right in the joint lines.
Now, I noticed that the homeowners have cats and dogs, so is this going to be harmful to the pets?
Absolutely not. This product is water-based, biodegradable, and non-toxic.
So it's safe for children as well.
Safe for children and animals, and the surface is sanitary when we're done.
That looks beautiful. Looks brand new.
Doesn't it look great?
It does. Whole new entrance. Wow,
Yes.
We've got a lot accomplished today, Renee. I'm proud of ourselves.
Yes, and this house looks like new.
Good job.
Thank you.
Okay, Renee, I'm sold. I love this. So where can our viewers learn more about this time-saving, easy-to-do product?
Just visit our website, coatofarmorgroutsolution.com.
Okay, excellent. And once they visit the website and they find the right products, they'll be able to see just how easy it is to do and to have their floors looking like new, which I think will increase the value of their home as well.
Absolutely. It's great for realtors and homeowners. And our kits do include all the materials needed to get that job complete.
Okay, well, thank you so much, Renee, for being on Designing Spaces today and for giving us all these great suggestions for a simple DIY project.
You're very welcome. Thank you for having me.
You're welcome. And if you'd like more information on Coat of Armor's grout solutions, just go to our website at designingspaces.tv. For Designing Spaces, I'm Rhonda Castagna. See you next time.
Obtaining a plumber when you really need one can be more than a trying experience.
Frustrating?
Oh, yes.
Yeah, how do you know what to look for in a plumber? And is there a way that you can inspect the house for possible problems down the road?
Well, to learn about plumbing services and securing your house against a potential wet disaster, here once again is Rhonda Castagna.
It happens at the most inopportune times. You need a plumber, and right now. It could be a leaky pipe, a backed up toilet, a cracked water heater, or a clogged drain. And when it comes to hiring a plumber, who do you trust? Will they do the work correctly? Will they pad the bill with unnecessary parts and labor? Will they even show up on time? Designing Spaces teamed up with one group of professionals who have some very good advice on getting the right plumber for the job.
We tried pouring everything down the drain to fix the clogs. Nothing worked.
We tried calling the plumber we used before, but the number was disconnected.
We're here with Katie and Jack, along with Carissa Richardson, who is brand president for Benjamin Franklin Plumbing. Carissa, it is so great to have you here today.
Thanks, Rhonda. It's good to be here.
So before we start, let's define the role of a plumber. What types of things should they be able to work on in a home?
Plumbers work on water heaters, water softeners, clogged kitchen sinks, garbage disposals, toilets, showers, any issue having to do with natural gas, those kinds of things. We deal with those issues every day.
There's a lot of issues in the home, and I know when a plumbing issue arises, a lot of people are left scouring through Yellow Pages trying to find a plumber, but then when you find one, there's still no guarantee that it's going to work out well.
Been there, done that. And if you do find good service, you can count yourself lucky.
As you can see, Katie and Jack have had a bad experience with a plumber, and there's a lot of fly-by-night operations out there. So what would you suggest that someone looks for when hiring a professional plumbing service?
Well, first of all, you call a professional, not a handyman. A licensed plumber who's insured, who's drug-free. You want to be safe and secure in your own home. So that's what we do at Benjamin Franklin Plumbing. All of our plumbers are insured, they're background tested, they're the best, the cream of the crop.
Very good. So what would be the first step for Katie and Jack?
First, at Ben Franklin Plumbing, our phones are answered live. We don't use an answering service. And our motto is, if there's any delay, it's you we pay. So if we don't meet our punctuality promise, we pay our customers $5 a minute for every minute up to $300.
Wow, that's amazing. How do you do that?
We have specialized computer programs and dispatching software that allows us to send the closest plumber to your home. You know, if your home's flooding, there's no time to waste.
Yes, very true. That's a very good idea. Okay, so just curious, how did you come up with the name Benjamin Franklin Plumbing?
Ben Franklin was a statesman that was known for his hard work, his inventiveness, and his honesty. And we wanted to adopt those same principles.
Well, those are great principles to work by, and I know that means that your company takes the work serious, and that's really important to a lot of customers. All right, Carissa, so walk me through what would be the ideal situation for when a plumber shows up to someone's home.
Okay, well, our plumbers show up on time.
Oh.
Then they put on these shoe covers
Oh, very nice.
to protect your floors. Then they'll do a thorough evaluation of your plumbing system, diagnose your problem, give you a straightforward price in writing so there are no surprises. Once they get your approval, they'll do the repair, clean up after themselves, collect payment, and leave your home better than they found it.
Wow, not used to that. Cleaning up after themselves. Very good. All right, should we go take a look at some typical plumbing problems?
Let's do it.
Okay.
Rhonda, one common plumbing problem in a home is the garbage disposal. Most people don't realize there's a reset button on the bottom of the disposal. So if you have an issue, check that before you call a plumber.
Okay.
Another thing you can do is sharpen the blades. If you take a half a cup of ice, put it in the disposal, and run it, the ice will actually sharpen the blades.
Wow.
Then you pour in 1/4 cup of cooking oil, let it set overnight, and that will lubricate the mechanism.
Sounds simple.
40% of all the water we use in our home is used in our toilets. And most homeowners don't realize that you can have a silent leak. So what we're going to do is test this toilet to see if there's a leak in it.
Okay.
We'll remove the tank cover and take a dye tablet, place it in the tank. We'll wait 10 minutes and see after it dissolves if the color shows up in the bowl. If it does, there's a silent leak. And one leaky toilet could waste 200 gallons of water a day.
Wow, it's a lot of water.
It's a lot of water. Yeah, so people need to do this. Now, if they don't have a dye tablet, they can use food coloring. 10 drops of food coloring will do the same thing.
Okay.
Wait and see if it's in the bowl, and if it is, be sure and clean your toilet afterwards so you don't stain the bowl.
Yes.
Now, another problem in a bathroom would be a clogged sink. We all have hair and soap and toothpaste that clogs up the sink from time to time. So we recommend a product called BioBin. It's a biological drain cleaner. I want to caution people about putting chemical drain cleaners into their pipes. Not only can it do damage to the pipes, but those chemicals enter our water table and we end up drinking them.
Scary.
So you want to be real careful about that. So once a month you should take a cap full of BioBin and put it in the drain, and that will keep you from having clogs.
So this is a safe way to clean your drain.
Absolutely.
Okay.
The number one reason that people call a plumber is no hot water in a panic. So here we are at the water heater. The important thing to remember with the water heater are there are many different types. So you need a licensed professional in your area to make recommendations. But whether it's a propane heater, a natural gas heater, electric heater, tankless heater, hybrid heater, solar heater, all these different options, they all need maintenance. So once a year, they need an inspection. At Ben Franklin, we do what's called a 14-point water heater tune-up. Now, Katie, I hate to tell you this, but the important thing about a water heater is knowing where the shutoff valve is. And I noticed that your shutoff valve is way up there at the top, but it's blocked by this shelf. That's great for additional storage. But if this heater were to fail and you needed to turn the water off immediately, you wouldn't have access. So you might want to move that shelf. In all types of systems, they do require maintenance. Your plumbing system is the most complicated system in your home. But the important thing to remember about water softeners, you want a metering system and you want it to rejuvenate only on usage, not on timing. That saves water. Your home is 5 times more likely to be damaged by flood than fire. So when you call a plumber, you want to make sure it's a professional. Ask for referrals. Find out about their track record. With Ben Franklin, we take away all the doubt because we only hire skilled professionals and we require they go to continuing education and technical training. That keeps them up to date in the industry.
That's great. Now, what about when the job is finished? Should there be a guarantee?
Absolutely. With some companies, we call it a concrete guarantee. When their truck leaves your concrete, the guarantee's finished.
Ah.
At Ben Franklin, we give you a 2-year guarantee. If any repair fails within 2 years, then we'll redo it for free. We're also members of UN, which is a national arbitration organization, which guarantees 100% satisfaction for customers.
Wonderful. All right, should we go find our homeowners?
We should.
Okay. Well, Katie and Jack, it sounds like Carissa has given you a little more comfort for your next plumbing adventure.
Thanks, Carissa. We really learned a lot.
And Carissa, where can our viewers find out more information?
Rhonda, we have over 200 locations nationwide, so you can visit our website at benfranklinplumbing.com to see if we're in your neighborhood.
Okay, and we'll also put a link to the website at designingspaces.tv, and there you can review any part of this show again. Katie and Jack, again, thank you so much for allowing us in your home, and hopefully we've increased your confidence when it comes to plumbing.
You certainly have.
And Carissa, again, thank you so much for being here today.
Thanks for inviting me.
For Designing Spaces, I'm Rhonda Castagna. See you later. Home maintenance and do-it-yourself projects are pretty popular here on Designing Spaces, so we want to make sure that all of our viewers are taking care of their hands as they're taking on those around-the-house projects. So joining us today from Ansell is Kathy Peterson, a DIY expert who is very much aware of what is needed to take care of your hands as you do those projects. Kathy, it's so great to have you here today.
Rhonda, thanks for having me.
Okay, so we're going to work around this house and look at some possible DIY projects, and you're going to show me some ways to protect our hands. And it could be anything from staining wood to some basic landscaping.
Exactly. We've got a lot of projects.
All right, let's get started.
Okay.
Okay, so here we've got broken glass, and how many times have we tried to pick up broken glass with our hands?
Way too many times, and too many cuts from that as well. So here we've got a whole pile of broken glass. And these are the Ansell cut protection gloves. So you really want to make sure. But look, I can just pick all this up. I don't have to worry about anything.
That's great. All right, well, let's go take a look at something near the pool that involves chemicals.
Okay.
So, Kathy, a lot of projects that we might work on around the pool would involve chemicals.
Yes, and you need to wear your gloves when you're working with chemicals. This is the Solvex glove, and what's great about it, it's made from a material called nitrile that doesn't allow the chemical to permeate through the glove. Different glove materials are recommended for use with different chemicals. So Ansell has developed a tool called Ansell Specware, so that before you start your project, homeowners can go online to match the chemicals that they'll be using with the right glove. You want to use the Project Series Heavy Duty Impact Glove. There's 3 things you want to look for. You want to make sure that you have a good fit, grip, and protection. Those are the 3 things you want to look at. And lastly, the Inspire Light Duty for Women gloves are great for gardening. It was created to fit women's hands and can also protect the hands from calluses when you're working with those garden tools. Now for the men, the Project Series Light Duty Glove is perfect for gardening as well, but it's designed more for a man's hand.
Well, thank you so much, Kathy, for giving us all this fantastic advice on protecting our most valuable tools.
Right, our hands.
So where can our viewers find more information on Ansell gloves?
Well, all you got to do is go to ansellconstruction.com and find a list of all the retailers and online vendors for all the gloves that we talked about today, plus a whole lot of other gloves.
Okay, great. Well, it's been fun. Thank you so much, Kathy.
Thank you.
And a special thank you to everyone at Ansell Healthcare for making this all possible today here on Designing Spaces. If you'd like to view any part of the show again, just go to our website at designingspaces.tv. And there we've also put a link to the Ansell website as well. For Designing Spaces, I'm Rhonda Castagna. I love those DIY projects. You know, sometimes I feel like no one else can put the love and care into a project like I can to make my house better.
But when it comes to plumbing, however, that's when you want the experienced pro, as we just saw.
Absolutely. You know, I could look over his shoulder and learn some tricks of the trade.
Okay, good luck with that one. We are out of time for right now, but here's something you do with incredible expertise.
What, say goodbye?
There it is.
Okay, well, I'm Debbie Marie saying goodbye. We'll see you next week.
And I'm David Jones. This is Designing Spaces. Thanks for watching.
For more information about anything you've seen on today's show or to find out how to be part of the show, log on to designingspaces.tv. Follow us on Twitter at twitter.com/dspacestv or friend us on Facebook. Type in the words Designing Spaces. You can visit these websites to learn more about the participants on this edition of Designing Spaces.